Come with me on my 8-night cruise on the Carnival Panorama to the Mexican Riviera. We stayed one night in Long Beach. We ate at this really good Mediterranean food. It was my friend's first time ever having Mediterranean food. Highly recommend. The boarding on this particular sailing was so fast. We have done this cruise before. We did it last year, and I've done quite a few other cruises with Carnival and other cruise lines, and this was the fastest, smoothest boarding I have ever had across any cruise line that I've ever sailed with. I'm not sure if it was the later check-in time. We checked in at noon instead of being one of the first couple times that you can check in. Whatever made it so smooth, we were super thankful. It was fantastic. Once on board, we got a quick bite to eat, and it was very yummy. And then our room was ready, so we headed straight down to our room, and we got a spa balcony. This is the first time that we've ever had a balcony before. It was really fantastic. It's going to be really hard to not have a balcony going forward. We just love the experience of having access to the water without all the people if we wanted to. We saw some amazing sunrises and sunsets from there. Highly recommend. Oregon Nicole here, not in Oregon. I am headed on the Carnival Panorama and a Mexican Riviera cruise, and we're still in Long Beach. We get ready to set sail in just a couple hours. This was one of the smoothest embarkations I've ever been on. It took maybe 10 minutes to get through the whole thing, which was incredible. Maybe 15, but yeah, super easy. Anyway, I'm going to take you guys along the way and show you what I like about this cruise and if there's anything I don't like. So come along and see this cruise with me. Because we booked the spa suite, we got automatic entrance into the thermal suite. It's one of our very favorite places on board the whole ship. It is adult only, and they only give out so many passes per sailing, so it's often very quiet in there. At the beginning, you saw the heated loungers. Those are probably my favorite thing. Get to watch the ocean while laying in the heated loungers. There's saunas. There's the spa. It is a fantastic place to come and read a book or just have some peace and quiet. I would highly recommend this. You can add it on even if you don't have a thermal suite. You can add it on as a separate package. Here's the gym. I did a one-time tour of the gym, and I called it good.
Take it back now, y'all. One up this time. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop.
For dinner on the first night, we got these duck rolls. My friend got some short ribs. We split salmon, and then I got a steak. Oregon Nicole here, day 2 of my cruise on the Carnival Panorama, and just on my balcony enjoying this perfect day. We had a really good day yesterday. We went to a show, we had an amazing dinner. We're gonna go to breakfast, and I think we're just gonna lay in the sun and maybe have a chill day today. So we'll check back along the way.
Weird that day when we did not exchange our hellos. Wasn't looking out for you, I'm sorry, I'm so shallow. But I'm still looking forward to watching part 2 of Deathly Hallows with you.
jogging track that goes around the back of the ship, and this is where I opted to get my exercise while on board. I loved being outside in the morning. It was such a nice way to start the day, and 7 laps around this is a mile, so I'd usually do a couple miles. Not every day, but I did it a few times, and it's just a really nice option. The gym is also really nice. I just prefer to be outside.
Up with the dawn, I look out to a brand new horizon, where the colors all blend like a friendly hello from beyond. In the constant relief that the very things I believe in are all here when I awake, and they wait for me when I am gone. I'm on my way back to you, just like you wanted me to. I stayed away long enough to get some help. I'm taking the time I need to say just what I should have said that day. But this old heart of mine kinda broke itself. It's always raining, every day feels the same now. I keep trying to stay like the man I know I should be, but this place and these folks always poking their nose in your business. It's enough to drive anyone out of their mind, even me.
Oh, here we go, whale watching. Yay! On a tiny little boat.
On any crew, on any boat, amigos, the most important crew member is gonna be el capitán. That means if the whale comes up at 3 o'clock, this side must remain on your seat, so we don't push the needle to the one behind you. And the opposite, amigos.
I say these words for someone else. I'm taking the time I need today. I don't care about yesterday. So heart of mine,
Oh my god!
Like a parrot.
telling me that I'm to blame. How I wish things would stay the same with you. Time is slowly moving on. Some have stayed and some have gone. How I wish things would stay the same with you. I'm on my way back to you. Just like you wanted me to.
Bueno, ladies and gentlemen, we made it back. How was it? You like it?
To get some help. I'm taking the time I need to say
Right now, for the last
what I
part,
should have
let's
said
wait for
that
the
day.
indication that
This old heart of mine kinda broke itself. Yeah, this old heart of mine finally broke itself.
As you can see, that was an epic day of whale watching in Cabo. Absolutely fantastic. And now we are on to Mazatlan. I loved this city last year, and we had plans to do something similar where we just hired an open air taxi for the day. It ended up being that we could only hire one for a few hours, but since we'd already been here, it wasn't that big of a deal. We had quite the adventure. We saw the same sights that we saw last year. We went to the cliff divers, and then we went to the downtown kind of cathedral area. We did some shopping. We did have a bit of a breakdown where our taxi broke down, and we decided just to walk it. And we walked for quite some time. It was just a mile back to the cruise terminal, but then this taxi offered us a ride to the cruise terminal for $5, so we decided to take that. Our last cruise port for the sailing was La Paz. We did have to skip Puerto Vallarta because they were having some civil unrest there. So we skipped that, went to La Paz, and La Paz was a new place for us. So we were eager to explore it. The drive to La Paz was absolutely beautiful. We didn't book an excursion, but we did book the shuttle through Carnival. They do charge $12. It stops at a beach and then drops you off downtown, and then you pick up that bus and it goes back to the cruise terminal. Now, if you want to go to the beach, you have to get off at the first beach stop. It does not loop back around to the beach. I thought that it was fine. The beach was just okay for me. If you wanted to sit in just like a plastic chair, they charged $20, which I wasn't super thrilled about. And I wasn't super thrilled that Carnival charged at all for this shuttle because you are 6 miles away at the cruise terminal. So you either have to have an excursion or you have to take the shuttle or you just can't get into La Paz. And with that being the only option, I just wasn't super thrilled with that. But La Paz was a gorgeous city. We did some souvenir shopping. We walked along their Malecon. We got some cervezas. It was very lovely. But next time I will book probably a cruise tour or something. I probably won't just take the shuttle.
photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you. I want you coming back. I remember when we were staring at a photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you. I want